Hey everyone, it's Guy here, back at y'all today with the review of the American M40 gas mask. So, a little bit of history on the M40. So, the M40 is a product of the US military trying to replace the M17 gas mask. The M17 gas mask, which I reviewed last Monday and is on the channel, the M17 series of gas mask was used from the 1960s all the way to the 1990s. But starting in the 1970s, late 1970s, uh, into the 1980s, a project was introduced to replace the M17 for many different factors. One of the different factors that they wanted to replace the M17 was because the M17 had internally mounted cheek filters, which you could not replace in a combat or in a gas filled environment. Okay, which is something different than canister filled gas mask, canister gas mask, such as the M40 and many different gas masks, which can be changed out in a CBRN NBC scenario when needed. Okay, so the ultimate product of that project to replace the M17 was the M40 and the M40 series. Okay, so that project did not just finalize with the M40. In fact, the MCTUP, which was also used from, I can't remember the years that it was used from, was used in the Navy and Air Force, as the M40 would be used in the American Army and Marines. Okay, so the M40 series was used from 1992 all the way to 2008 in the American Armed Forces, when it was then replaced universally wide in the American Armed Forces with the M50 gas mask, which I don't have here. The M50 gas mask is still in use today and has been in use from 2008 to now. So, while the M40 was in service, it created a few different variations. The, I guess you could call it, kind of less notable one is the FR M40, which was made by 3M as it was marketed for the civilian use, and so 3M made that. But in the military service, it spun off different variations of itself in the American military throughout its years, such as the M40A1 and the M40A2. Along with this, the M42 was used for aircraft crews and for armored vehicle crews, as it had a hose that would come out to a blower with a filter in it and stuff like that. I don't have any of the components or even an M42 in my collection. There are videos online made by different collectors about that gas mask. Okay, so let's get into the review of mine. So my M40 is an original M40, as you can tell. Not sure if you can tell by the lighting here. I will try to get it in camera view. Well, maybe I can get it on this side here. Oh well. You'll just have to take my word for it. Can I get it? Yep, there I go. There we go. 1992, made by ILC Dover. It was made by ILC Dover and MSA. MSA, which made the M17 gas mask, but this one's made by ILC Dover. It came with a C2A1 canister, a newer C2A1 canister, and the later produced sealing, which is the newer C2A1 canisters on another one of my masks, which I do not have on me at the moment. Okay, so mine came with that, the filter, this filter, which is an older C2A1 canister on the mask. It came with two pairs of clear outserts, which I can't find, but imagine these, but clear. And then mine came with these two outserts, which are meant for sun protection, like sunglasses on a gas mask, since you cannot wear sunglasses in a gas mask because it will break the seal. Okay, mine of course came with the carrying bag as well. So the M40 kept some features of the M17 series which they liked. That is the voice diaphragm and the drinking tube. So that way you can hydrate yourself in your M40 and other gas masks which have a drinking tube. Mine did not even come with the internal hydration mouthpiece, which, if someone can type in the comments below if I can change my M17's internal drinking mouthpiece over to my M40, I would love to know it. Message me on Instagram or comment it in the YouTube video. I would love to know if I can. But inside the mask, which I will fold over now to give you a better view inside the mask. If I can get it folded over here. Okay, here we go. Another thing that I want to mention on the head harness, which is useful and was put in the design of it, was this tab here, which was meant while the mask was in storage. When you was carrying it, if you had to rapidly deploy it, you would flip it over, put your chin in, put the mask on your face, and then you would use this tab to pull the head harness up and over your face, which you should not use. A gas mask is only useful, or is only made to be quick donned, I should say. It's only made to be quick donned if it has this tab right here or a hole right here that you can use to quick don it. If it doesn't have one of those features, it is not meant to be quick donned like the M40 is. But inside the mask, we can see the oral nasal cup, this right here, which allows you to it's part of the process on how you can convert your filter from going to the left-hand side to the right-hand side, or vice versa, depending on how you shoot, which side of your face you shoot, whether you're a right-handed or left-handed shooter. It has a black oral nasal cup. It has a grommet, or a hole down here, that you would allow for sweat to drain out of your mask, out the inlet port, or out the exhale valve, my bad, out the exhale valve. And yeah, you have your nose cup right here. So, for those of y'all who don't follow me on Instagram, which is at Guys Military and Stuff 44 on Instagram, I post a poll every Monday night about what you guys want the next video to be. Now, this mask was recommended out of that poll, so since I had the option for survival or a emergency preparedness topic as well in that poll last week, next week's video will be an emergency preparedness survival topic, which you guys can vote on in the poll coming up on my Instagram tonight. So if you want to have a voice on what videos you see, go to the Instagram, link will be below and on my channel page. But that's it for the review of the American M40 gas mask. Have a great day, everybody.